Okay, class, this is part 2 of the video. I was cut off at the very beginning, so I'm going to continue on with the slides. We have a couple more to go, and then we're done. So I left off with avoiding involvement. So that's when the couples don't touch or they have superficial politeness. But then it can also increase to showing antagonism, so behaving in a hostile way, treating the other as lesser, and that's not a good thing to do. Just make sure if you're in a situation like that, or if anyone else is in a situation like that, encourage them to leave. That's not a good thing. And of course, they mentally dissociate, so they think of the other person as less important to their lives. And if they're stuck in this cycle, then it's a vicious cycle, which should lead to termination. So that's when the relationship is over, and that is when they decide to separate. Now, if it's in a marriage, then the couple will have to, like I said before, file paperwork, get lawyers. If they're living together, break leases or divide the property. It could be shorter or drawn out. But in the end of a relationship, the person can evaluate what went well, what went wrong, and take those lessons onto the next relationship. Next, we have dialectical perspectives and relationship dynamics. This is the last slide I'm going to do tonight. But dialectical tensions are conflicts that arise between two opposing and incompatible forces that exist simultaneously. So, for instance, we have the integration versus separation. So, how much is the couple together or the people together, and how much are they separated? Stability versus change. So, to what degree do we have a stable dynamic, stable relationship, or a predictable relationship versus how much change can we tolerate? Then you have expression versus privacy. So to what degree can we express ourselves, and what information do we keep to ourselves? Now with integration and separation dynamic, there's two subsets of that. There's connection versus autonomy. So to what degree are you connected with the other person? How much your lives are integrated with each other's, and to what degree is your life separate? Then we have inclusion versus seclusion. So to what degree are you together in a group versus what activities or what life do you have by yourself? The subsets of stability versus change. We have predictability versus novelty. So for example, with predictability, each couple or each dynamic has their routines. Here's what we do this day of the week and this day of the week. So it's stable, it's predictable, and there's some comfort in that, but you don't want it to get boring, so you might want to go to new places, try new things. And to what degree do you try new things? And to what degree do you shake up the relationship a little bit as far as new experiences? Then we have conventionality versus uniqueness. So to what degree does your relationship follow the traditional patterns of relationships that you've seen around you in society? Versus in what aspects is your relationship unique to you and your dynamic? Then we have expression versus privacy. So we have openness versus closeness. So what information or to what degree do I share my emotions and feelings versus what types of emotions do I keep close to the chest to myself? Then we have revelation, meaning what types of information do I disclose to you versus concealment. What types of information do I keep to myself? All right. So we only had a little bit to go, but I might have to break this up into 2 videos. I'll figure out a way to merge this together if possible, but if not, I'll just break this up into 2 videos. So have a good evening and have a good night. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Good night. Bye.